Hello everyone and welcome to Sen Vang Real Estate channel. I'm Rosie and today I'm very happy to meet you again in this video. So our today's video we will explore about the payment methods of property in Vietnam. Okay, so now let's start. To help you understand clearly and thoroughly about the payment method of property in Vietnam, I've decided to divide our today's topic into three main parts. Firstly, the quoted price for apartment unit. Secondly, transaction cost. And thirdly, the payment method. So now, move to the first main part, the quoted price for apartment unit. Firstly, quoted price for apartment unit. Quoted price is calculated by the apartment price plus the maintenance fee plus value-added tax. Value-added tax accounts for 10% of apartment value at the moment, and it is subject to change in accordance to prevailing laws on value-added tax. Maintenance fee. Before handover of the unit, the apartment owner must contribute to 2% of the apartment value to the maintenance fee. Secondly, transaction costs. Besides the value-added tax and the maintenance fee which is included in the quoted price, the real estate transaction also result in following transaction costs like registration cost of pink book. It's a cost for 0.5% of the apartment value, and in case the local residential property, the registration cost is calculated by 0.5% multiply the land or home area multiply the land price which is announced by the local people committee at the time of registration. About the notary fee. Notary's fee is calculated based on the value of the real estate transaction. And the personal income or tax or PIT, income gained from real estate transaction, is taxable with tax rate fixed at 2% of the value of the selling price. And currently, the law in Vietnam allows PIT exemption in case the transfer of between the immediate family members and the others had owned a real property and meet other criteria. And finally, the payment method. Actually, there are some different ways for foreigners to pay for apartment in Vietnam. Firstly, transfer directly the payment from overseas to the developer's bank account in Vietnam. Secondly, make cash payment in VND and transfer to developer's bank account in Vietnam. Thirdly, pay by credit card, and the buyers must be card holders. And finally, open a local account in Vietnam and transfer to the developer's bank account in Vietnam. For the first and subsequent installment, it's advised that the buyer should open local account in Vietnam and transfer payment to the developer's bank account in Vietnam. And they need to know that the cross-border cash transfer and movement is monitored strictly in Vietnam. About this payment scheme, the developers will provide you the payment scheme which is clearly indicated on the SPA. And according to the law on real estate in Vietnam, 30% to the initial installment, 50% to the foreigners developers, and 70% to the Vietnamese developers prior to handovers. So that's all about the payment methods of property in Vietnam. Thank you for listening and following us during the last time. And if you have any questions or any problems about the real estate in Westlake area, let's contact us by the email or the phone number on the screen. Let's contribute your opinion to our fanpage to help us fulfill the better videos. Let's like and subscribe this video to receive the next announcement for the next video. So now, goodbye and see you again in the